A cheap smartwatch might not have every feature possible, but it's still sufficient to keep your tech-loving heart happy.
Halo RT2, the watch also referred as the Halo LS10.
It's a great entry-level smartwatch and the price won't break the bank. Welcome back, this is Adam and you're watching Family Pop TV YouTube channel.
In today's video, we will put the newest Halo RT2 into few real-life tests. I will challenge its heart rate accuracy, as well as SpO2 and step count accuracy. This is something I couldn't find in the other video reviews on YouTube. I will check if it's really waterproof, and I will get you through the main features of this good-looking smartwatch, so stay with me. Halo is the Chinese brand known for true wireless noise-cancelling earbuds and affordable smartwatches. For those of you unfamiliar with the Halo brand, the company is owned by Dongguan Hale Electronics, who is a part manufacturer for Xiaomi. Halo has started in 2022 with the release of RT2. Inside a nice looking box we can find the watch itself, a manual and a warranty card, and a USB charging cable. RT2 has a classic sleek rounded design. The watch has an anodized aluminium case with a 2.5D curved Gorilla Glass screen. The RT2 is a resemblance of Xiaomi Mi Watch and I would say a Amazfit GTR 2, which in my opinion is a good thing. I personally prefer rounded watches over the rectangle ones. If we flip the watch, we can find two heart rate sensors and one infrared SpO2 sensor and magnetic charging ports to fuel up the smartwatch. While the frame of the watch has two buttons, the upper button is being used as a home button, and to wake up the screen, the lower button gets you straight to the sports modes. The functions of the buttons are not customizable. The display itself is a nice looking 1.32 inches high resolution TFT display with LED backlight, so it's very bright. But the screen itself is a LCD high-res screen. This is basically same technology used in Retina displays. Here's just a quick comparison between the different types of the screens. Let's take one of the best-selling budget smartwatches on Amazon in 2021, the LW11, which has similar size of the screen to Halo RT2. However, it has much lower resolution. The resolution of the display used in RT2 is comparable with more expensive and more efficient AMOLED screens which have been used in another bestseller smartwatch on Amazon, Huawei GT2. You might feel the smartwatch has an edge-to-edge display, but it's not. It has a 4mm bezel around the display. Halo and Xiaomi, both these brands focuses on innovation on a budget. Therefore, the screen of Halo RT2 performs very well under the direct sunlight and gives very bright and crisp image. And this is the feature you can't find in many other budget smartwatches. The smartwatch has an IP68 water-resistant design, so in order to verify if the watch is suitable to use in a swimming pool, I have prepared a simple waterproof test. The RT2 is being submerged in the water for a couple of hours and hopefully will survive this challenge. The IP68 of our tested unit should guarantee protection in water up to 1.5 meters deep for at least 30 minutes. It also means that our watch is resistant to dust. This is only a simple waterproof test just to verify the water resistance capability of our Halo RT2 because we want to be absolutely sure before we take in the watch to the pool. Okay, it's been a couple of hours and the watch is still alive. That means you can wear this watch while swimming and it should be just fine. However, it hasn't got any sports modes to track the swimming exercise. Talking of which, the Halo RT2 offers assortment of 12 sports monitoring modes which includes jogging, fast walking, biking, climbing, spinning, yoga, indoor running, integrated training, gymnastics, basketball, football and rowing. The watch doesn't have built-in GPS, which means when you turn on sports modes like run or bike for outdoors, you need your phone GPS to connect the smartwatch for tracking routes and distance covered.
Start the workout.
Simply start the walking or running exercise from the companion app, and this will help with tracking the route of your workout accurately. So with that being said, let's take a look at the accuracy tracking of the pedometer in RT2. I've been testing the watch step count using a manual tally counter. I've done exactly 1000 steps, manually clicking the tally counter for each step. As you can see, for manually counted 1000 steps, the RT2 captured 1006 steps, which gives us 99.4% of steps accuracy. That's really not bad, and I'm happy with it. To maximize the accuracy, you'll have to enter your details such as age, weight, and how tall you are within the profile in the Halo app. The RT2 uses the Halo Phone companion app that you install on your phone, which is where you set and control most of the watch functionality. Halo Phone app itself is a simplistic tool for tracking the activity and health stats. You'll have to scan a QR code with your smartphone to get to the Apple Store or Google Play, as the app is compatible with both iOS and Android. Once the app is installed, make sure you got your Bluetooth turned on in your phone, but do not connect with the watch from the Bluetooth screen. You'll have to do it from the app. Click on Add Device, then click on Halo RT2, then just confirm pairing request and allow the notifications, as this will push all the data from your phone into the watch. Many of you asking in the comments for our videos, can you use this watch without the phone? Well, yes and no, because when you first get your RT2, it requires the phone to set it up. Once this is done, you might leave it connected so it will work as an extension of your phone. But you might also disconnect the Bluetooth, so then the watch will work as a standalone device. However, you won't get any messages, notifications, weather info, and the health and sports statistics. Statistics will be reset on a daily basis, as watch hasn't got enough storage to keep it in. It has to be stored within the companion app, and this requires constant connection between the watch and the phone. By the way, the RT2 shows you all the notifications from the phone, for example SMS, social apps messages, info messages from the apps, and this is all to be set up in the app. The watch also shows you the incoming calls. However, you can't pick the incoming call, as the watch hasn't got a microphone built in. You could only drop the incoming call. The main menu in Halo RT2 is a list that combines image and text. However, the menu is not customizable. When you swipe the main screen to the left, you got here a daily stats screen, steps, distance and calories burned on one screen. Next is a heart rate measuring and blood saturation level known as the SpO2. The RT2 tracks the heart rate continuously 24 hours a day, but let's check out how accurate the heart rate and the SpO2 measurements actually are. I'm comparing the Halo's reading with the NHS approved medical pulse oximeter. In the first trial I was very relaxed, and the RT2 measured my heart rate as 80 BPM and the oximeter measured 82 BPM. The readings on both devices are very close. Right, this time I'll do some press-ups to raise my heart rate a bit, and we'll measure both heart rate and blood oxygen saturation. The readings are pretty close on both devices, 93 BPM and 88 BPM, and for SpO2, 96% on RT2 and 98 on oximeter. Let's repeat the test once more as I'm cooling down now. Theoretically, the readings should settle a bit. Here we got 90 BPM on RT2 and 89 BPM on oximeter. We got identical readings on both devices for the blood saturation level. The RT2 LS10 has a bunch of useful features such as music app control, find phone feature, weather. We also got here a stopwatch, a countdown timer, and 1 or 2 minute breathing exercise, which is nothing more than respiratory minute volume, which helps to calm down and helps to reduce the carbon dioxide levels within the body. The watch has also got sleep tracking. The watch struggled a bit with my sleep tracking. It recorded the deep sleep and the light sleep periods, but struggled with recording the actual length of my sleep, very often showing less hours than I actually slept. Out of curiosity, I have checked what the existing users of Halo RT2 have to say about the watch, and here we got Great watch, rubbish app, but also says if you just need a step counter that measures heart rate and O2 levels, then it's a great value. Well, fair enough. We got a negative review here which says can't register or pick up the Bluetooth. Right, I suspect the Bluetooth connection wasn't done correctly in this case, because as I mentioned before during the setup, it has to be done only via the companion app, not straight from the Bluetooth screen in the phone. By the way, after several weeks of daily use, I can honestly say the connection is probably one of the strongest points of this watch. I haven't had a single issue related to Bluetooth connection. Right, the next review, not bad, good smartwatch for the price. Oh, great product. Notifications don't work. Right, seems like another mistake during the initial setup of the watch, but also the notifications have to be turned on within the companion app. Stylish, feature-packed smartwatch that is also very affordable. Agree with that. Some reviews from the Amazon US. It's a good watch. Oh, great purchase. Here's one in Spanish. Recomendado 100%, which means 100% recommended. Another one. Looks nice. The app consumes too much battery. The app consumes too much battery. Well, I haven't got the Halo app running on my iPhone in the background all the time, as the watch doesn't require the app running all the time unless you want to utilize GPS from your phone. The RT2 has a 330 mAh battery which lasts around 12 to 14 days when the watch is constantly paired with the smartphone, and this includes a heart rate monitor running in the background 24 hours a day. You can customize the watch faces or change built-in watch faces for the new styles. To create your own dial, you can use any photo or picture from your smartphone. Simply pick it, crop it, and select the best color of the font, and it's ready to upload. To replace the wrist strap, you don't need any tools. Just pull the little pin here, remove the strap, put the new one between the lugs of the watch, pull the pin, it clicks, and here you go. Just remember, the replacement straps have to be 22mm wide. There are Amazon links in this video description where you can find some nice looking alternative straps for your RT2. After using this Halo RT2 smartwatch for over a month, I have concluded that it doesn't have much of the downsides. I realized that this smartwatch already serves me more than enough. And no, I'm not asking you to get Halo RT2 smartwatch particularly, as there are plenty of great smartwatches, but if your budget is a little tight and you want the best of the best smartwatches, then you should definitely check out this smartwatch.
Be sure to watch our other tech reviews of smartwatches to pick the best one which is gonna suit your needs and your budget.
If you think the Halo RT2 is the right one for you, don't miss this out.
There's an Amazon affiliate link in the video description, so you could find it there for the best possible price. Okay guys, if you enjoyed that video, please give us a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to click that subscribe button so you won't miss when the next video comes out. I'll see you next week. That was Adam, and you watched Family Pop TV YouTube channel.